Well, g'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. Bit of a tough old match reaction to do this one. Game ended up Newcastle United 1, Newcastle United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Tough one. Because I thought we played all right. I thought it was a decent performance. There was large periods of that game where we were controlling and dominating the game, man. Playing some good football. You know, we didn't give Newcastle an inch for a lot of it. Look, as far as overall players, I'd say we went off. Where's that car going? All right. We went off a little bit towards the end of the second half. There was a bit of walking around. Newcastle did play very deep for pretty much the whole game. So, you know, on the one hand, I think that's all right, man. We stuck to our guns. They didn't. They had to change for us. And it worked for them last night, but that ain't going to work in the future for other teams because we're just going to get better at what we do. And I think one of the main things we saw in last night's game was that's why we bought a striker, you know. I think it's even harsh to say, you know, we were poor in the final third. We were peppering their goal, man. We were peppering their goal. It wasn't like we were skying every shot or scuffing every chance we had. We had forced some good saves out of Nick Pope. He had a good game. But it just didn't hit in the back of the net, and it was disappointing. But I just think that, you know, and we had a few games like that last year, didn't we? Where lots of pressure, lots of chances, but we couldn't score. I think we looked much more like scoring in last night's game than some of those fixtures from last year. But I just think with a fully fit Solanke back, we're going to be a lot more devastating. As for the goals we let in, I'm not really fussed, you know. I'm sure there's people out there that are going to say, well, same old shit, isn't it? Defensively naive and all that. Well, that's why we've got to take our chances, because then it don't matter if you get caught hot on the hop once or twice. If you compare the performance to the last couple of times we played at St James's Park, I mean, it's still 0 points, but we didn't lose our ticker. We didn't get overwhelmed or overawed by the atmosphere there or the game, so that was good. I mean, I'd say that was our first golden ticket game of the year. What I mean by that is, if we'd have won that game, we would have gone second above Arsenal and Brighton. You know, we had a chance in our hands to make some advancement, and we let it slip. So I don't know how many more golden ticket games we're going to get this year. Might turn out every game is a golden ticket in my eyes. I don't know, man. But it's not going to be the last chance we have. And, you know, I hope the boys just stick to the program, you know. Stick to playing this football. Because even though it's been 2 games this season where we haven't been rewarded for it, we have played some good stuff, man. And I think we just keep going down that path, man. Just keep doing what Ange says. One thing I won't be doing for the next 2 weeks is I won't be watching 1 second of any Spurs YouTube. Because I'm going to find it boring, man. You know, we lose a game and everyone's a fucking expert, you know. Do this, don't that, do that. Naive, found out, we're crap, Tottenham hasn't changed. Well, you know, if you want to be miserable about it, be an expert, that's up to you, isn't it? Do what you want, man. But, you know, if you've got 20 people all saying Ange and Tottenham are shit because of this reason, and each of the 20 people give 20 different reasons, many of which are contradictory with each other, well, what the fuck do you want Ange to do with that? You know, you're all saying he's shit and all this. Which one of you is right, though? Because you're all disagreeing with each other about the exact cause. It's just vague generalities that people come out with. So I'm going to be ignoring all that, because I think we're on a good path. We're on a good path, man. Just, you know, I did feel gutted for the team and the fans that went up there that we didn't walk away with 3 points, you know. I think it was a good enough performance to get that. And you know, there was times there you could really, you know, the match was there for the taking when we were pressing Newcastle really hard, and you could see we were getting to them. We were getting into them. We were rattling them. They started, you know, picking up yellow cards for this, yellow cards for that. So our composure was pretty good. We've just got to take this on the chin as a loss, man. Take it on as a loss. And the question, I think, you know, is, are we on the right path? Are people seeing improvements? I am. I think we're getting better and better and better. There's going to come a point where that tips over into results. You know, when that'll be, let's hope it's against Arsenal. But I'm sure it's going to come. The alternative is to rip it all up and start again, which I see people are starting to say. And it's like, well, okay. And then in a year or two of that progress, and you ain't happy, rip that one up. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Nah, it's quite simple. I think we showed that the importance of buying Dominic Solanke. I think that's going to show to be a very wise purchase. It's just unfortunate we had Richie out, and I think Lankshire's out with a bit of a hamstring, not quite a rip or anything like that, but a hamstring niggle. And we get one of those three back as a target, man, and we are going to score a lot of goals, man. Now, as far as my predictions go, we've only got 94 goals left to score this season to get to 100. It's on the Dream-O-Meter, where I compare results from this year against the equivalent fixtures of last year. That's still got us on 64 points because we lost against Newcastle last year. It doesn't affect it. Pro Rata is going to be rubbish. But we got a big game next time, man. After the international break, it's time to see how far we've come against Arsenal. So that's a big 3 points up for grabs, man. That's a statement. That's what we've got to do. Dust ourselves off and look forward to the next game. Arsenal are depleted, no Declan Rice. We might have a striker back. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I'm a bit down and disappointed because we lost, you know. But it's not like we lost because we played like really crap or anything like that. Did give it a good go. Did control lots of the game. And if you do that, if you get into the habit of doing that in games, you've got the results and points will come your way. It's better to, you know, be at this stage than, I'd say, playing like shit and winning games by 1-0. This gives you a bit of a false dawn. We're doing it the hard way, man. We're doing it the hard way. You don't get glory when all handed to you on a plate, you know. We're going to stick to our guns. We're going to keep playing this way. And we're going to get better at it. It's just inevitable, man. Inevitable. So, heads up, folks. Heads up. Enjoy the week off. Have some fun. And we could be back ready to kick those Plumstead FC fakes into touch, man. That's what we're going to do. Because Tottenham Hotspur are by far the greatest football team the world has ever seen. Until next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.